Okay, hi. In this video, I'll be discussing the discussion board 5 assignment. So we've concluded our discussion of American families, and that's what this discussion board is going to be focused on. So I've included a couple of videos in the discussion board 5 module that I'd like you to view and watch. It would be necessary that you review and watch these in order to do the discussion board. So note, please, that there's a video entitled "A Date with Your Family," which is a instructional video that was made in 1950 regarding the modern, or at the time, modern American family. Then I've included a video which is kind of a compilation of several scenes from the show Good Times, which was a sitcom that ran in the 1970s, from about 1974 to 1979. So you'll need to watch both of those videos. And then there's also an article in there included from the New York Times, 1981, that discusses American families. So, and it compares 50s families and at the time, today's families, meaning from the 80s. So the discussion board obviously is titled Traditional versus Modern Families. And again, it starts with a quote from our text. Popular constructions of the breakdown of the modern family are based upon idealized impressions of the family of the past. Yet there has never been a golden age of the American family, as we've discussed in the video lectures. So again, there comes several steps to this discussion board. Please view the video "A Date with Your Family," the 1950s film. This is an educational short film about middle-class suburban life. And please list at least 5 examples of the myths of the American family of the 1950s. Again, you'll see many, many of them. And I just want you to discuss, as we've discussed in class, what some of the myths or misstatements or misrepresentations about American families that are presented in this short film. And then I'd like you to view the video Good Times, and this is a clip from a TV show from the 70s about a family living in a Chicago housing project, and list at least 5 ways in that depiction of the American family contradicts the 1950s version. So again, take a look at what you've listed as the myths from the 1950s and see if you can come up with 5 ways that this depiction of an American family in the show Good Times contradicts the myths from the 1950s. So in other words, what has changed in the portrayal of the American family. And then the very last part of this discussion board is, although both of these strive to portray a nuclear family, they do so in very different ways. Please compare and contrast using, again, the information we've talked about in this module, especially pages 103 to 112 of the Heiner text. And you can also use the New York Times article entitled "The 1950s Family and Today's" as a reference. Okay, so those 3 steps: watch the 1950s video, watch the 1970s videos regarding families, compare and contrast them. And then, of course, always include a minimum of 2 citations. Minimum. Anytime you cite material from a source, you should use a citation, provide a citation. So please do that, of course, in correct APA format, as we all come to learn how to do. And, of course, leave insightful feedback to a minimum of 2 other students. Okay? Excellent. Any questions, please feel free to contact me. Thank you.